2 years ago, I was working as a lawyer. Today, I'm living in South Korea. Most people think that the biggest difference is my job, but they're wrong. The biggest difference is what my day-to-day life actually looks like. Power of Buddhism. If I press this, be like cotton candy. Joke in English. I didn't see this. When I tell people that I left my career as a lawyer in Australia and moved to South Korea, most often their reaction is, "What? Really? You gave all that up? Why would you do that?" And honestly, I understand why people ask. Being a lawyer was stable, and it's the kind of career that you're supposed to want. But after living in Korea, I've realised something. Success isn't about your job. It's about the life your job allows you to live. And that's why moving to Korea was worth it for me. One thing I never expected was just how much everyday convenience would improve my quality of life. In Korea, so many small things are just easier. Need groceries? They're delivered. Need transportation? Public transport is literally everywhere. Need to grab food? There are countless affordable options within walking distance. Instead of spending energy on daily logistics, I can spend more time doing things I actually enjoy. And when all those little frustrations disappear, life feels surprisingly lighter. One of my favourite things about Korea is how much people actually use public spaces and how well designed those public spaces actually are. In Korea, you can see wherever you go, public parks, nature trails and mountains really close to cities. And not just that, you can see a lot of Koreans that actually use them. So behind me here, there's some really great exercise equipment that anyone can use for free. And I think these kinds of free facilities has really made me a lot more active. I'm able to walk safely on mountain trails right near my house. And I'm able to use for free exercise equipment that can improve my fitness and mobility. In these free outdoor spaces, you'll see people hiking, walking, exercising on equipment, playing badminton or tennis, and just enjoying being outside, having a picnic. In addition, mountains are accessible from almost any city in Korea. So it's so easy to be in nature, even after being in a big city. Even in a big city, I can be surrounded by nature in a really short amount of time. This has made me much more active than I was before. Let's go use some equipment. I don't know what this is supposed to do. But what I do know is this calisthenics gym. Let's see how I go. I'm working on it. Can she climb? This might sound like a small thing, but it genuinely changed my routine. Many gyms in Korea provide workout clothes and towels. So instead of carrying a giant gym bag everywhere, I can just show up. It removes one more excuse not to work out. And beyond that, fitness feels much more integrated into everyday life here. There are gyms everywhere, outdoor exercise equipment in parks, hiking trails, bike paths. It's so easy to stay active. Before we continue, we'd like to thank our channel members. Your support allows us to spend more time exploring what makes Korea so special. I've spoken about this in many videos, but food was a huge reason why I decided to move to Korea. Korean food isn't just delicious, it's also something I find so easy to eat consistently. Vegetables are everywhere, meals feel balanced, and there are so many great options that I rarely ever get bored. I genuinely enjoy eating here and I feel better because of it. I just love that there are so many convenient, healthy options here in Korea. If you look at this beautiful food that's just arrived in front of us. I've literally been at the restaurant for about 5 minutes, all the food has arrived, and not only that, this is literally only about 13 Australian dollars for a serving. Crazy, right? Look at how many fresh, beautiful foods. It just makes eating healthy so easy. It's so convenient here. You really have no excuse. Also, look at this. Oh, so good, right? Don't burn yourself. Okay. Now it's time to take this rice water, pour a little in, not too much for me, and put the lid on. Boop. Seal it up. We'll eat that later. But I already scraped some norinji off mine because I like to eat it how it is. Hot. ASMR. And we have my favorite, sundubu. Actually, if you like, we can make a video about all the foods I used to hate when I first came to Korea. This is number 1 on the list, I think. Sundubu. I used to absolutely hate this food. I can't stand it. And now, I would say it's probably one of my favorite Korean foods. When I'm craving something, I'm always just like, can we go get sundubu? That's all you hear today. But the biggest changes haven't come from the major life decisions. They've come from hundreds of tiny moments. Walking to grab coffee instead of driving. Taking an evening walk by the water after work. Sitting in a cafe for an hour just watching the world go by. None of these moments feel extraordinary on their own, but together they've completely changed what my everyday life feels like. I think that living in another country also changes the way you think. There are things I do now that I never imagined doing a few years ago. I eat different foods. I spend weekends exploring instead of staying at home. I've learned another language. I've become more comfortable being uncomfortable. Moving overseas doesn't just change your address. It slowly changes your habits, your confidence, and the way you see the world. Looking back, I think that's been one of the biggest rewards. I think moving to Korea also changed what success means to me. A few years ago, I measured success by my career. Today, I think about it differently. Can I walk outside and enjoy where I live? Do I have time for hobbies? Do I feel healthy? Am I excited for the weekend? Those things matter just as much as my job title. And I don't think I would have realised that if I'd never moved overseas. One unexpected part of moving here has been sharing the experience online. Making these videos has encouraged me to explore places I might never have visited otherwise. It's helped me to appreciate Korea more deeply, not just the famous destinations like Seoul and Busan, but the everyday places and traditions that make living here so special. And getting to share that journey with all of you has become one of my favourite parts of living here. Korea is incredibly easy to explore. The train system is efficient. Buses connect almost everywhere. If I want to spend a weekend in another city, it's simple using the bullet train. I've been able to experience parts of Korea that I probably never would have seen if transportation wasn't just so accessible. The country feels connected in a way that it's hard to explain until you've lived here. Of course, moving to another country isn't perfect. I've had difficult days. I've struggled with the language. I've been far away from family and friends, from people who speak my language. Every person who has moved to a new country has experienced this. But when I look at my daily life now, I feel healthier, more active, more curious, and more excited about the future than I did before. Leaving my lawyer career wasn't really about running away from something. It was about moving toward a lifestyle that fit me better. And for me, Korea has given me that. So if you're wondering whether I regret leaving law behind, not for a second. Because when I look back, I don't see a career that I gave up. I see a life that I gained. Thank you for spending part of your day with us. We hope this video helped you discover a different side of Korea. If you'd like to support more stories like this, consider becoming a Rose Club member. Wherever the Rose Road leads next, we'll meet you there. 오늘도 성공이에요.